we need to look at those kinds of processes and see where, even though it's a big government institution, where you can operate as a private institution and cut down some of the bureaucracy.
Okay, so I have, for me, a list of challenges, the quality of education, the track, progression track, the programs, the governance, and its continuity, accommodation issues, and competition. So what kind of solutions do you want to attribute to these challenges? Prof, VC, do you want to start us off? You're on the line of fire today, so don't worry.
I want to make a certain point before I say anything else. And I strongly believe in this. When I came out here as a student at McGill, I looked at the system that is there. So when I was going back home, I had a mindset of that system. Even as students, when you're employed, and when you are admitted and you go, sometimes you look for your own accommodation. When staff are employed here, they look for their own accommodation. Yes, sir, when we are coming back home, we think that it is a different ball game. Let reality operate. As the university is evolving, the university is not building accommodations anymore. What is there is full. So what the estate department does is that it says that they will help you facilitate the process for you to acquire accommodation. But it's still your choice to say that I want the estate department to help me out. You see, we always want to have a different, I come here, I do things this way, it operates like this, but I'm coming home. I'm not a king, a queen. Treat me in another dimension. Well, personally, that is, when I went to study outside, and I've traveled a bit, I always say that, what did I see? What did I pick up? Because KNUST is being compared to any other university. If we want KNUST to be like the universities we have here, we must start realigning or reorienting the way we think, act, and behave. Even our students. A lot of things have been done. My brother talked about trying to think like a private entity. For example, we gradually have separated our housing system so that when they pay, it stays there. The university doesn't take money from the halls again. So what they pay, they use it to run the halls. So the hall is like an entity in itself, running. But then, when a hostel is charging maybe 300 Ghana cedis, this year they say don't increase the rent. They want the thing to be the same. So it's a whole process which should start even from the senior members right down to the students themselves, so that we all appreciate that we are in competition now, the other guy is charging and things. So we are evolving. For me, that is a critical component. We are evolving. And so there are a lot of things we are doing today that years back we are not doing. Challenges we have, that is real. When we took over, in terms of continuity, we asked the HR that review all the applications that are there with the provost, so that we update them and then we know what to do. You understand? That's how your application, the college was saying that they've dealt with your application and they're saying that it has kept law. No, that was a different, no. You know, we talked about the adjunct issue. That's what I'm talking about. So it's not a perfect system, but the point is that we keep evolving. We keep evolving and we keep on. I mean, this congregation, we met the IT people and we said that, look, we've always been taking the pictures and putting them there. What can we do that is different? And they said that we can stream it live. I said, what would it take? They said, these are the few things. Do we have them? They said, well, we have some, we don't. We said, can you rent some? They said, yes. We said, okay. Because we want to use a similar technology to run our distance learning, why don't we use our congregation as a test case to do it? So this year, for the whole period that we did the congregation, it was live on our website. Anybody who went there, I sent a mail to Joe. Anybody? Joe Tweneboa? Yeah, the president. I sent a mail to him, if he can spread it around, you see. So the point is that we are making effort to catch up. There's a statement somebody made. He said, when you are in the tracks, you start a race with somebody, and they are ahead of you. To be able to catch them and overtake them, you must put in more effort than the person who's ahead of you. Yeah. And when you analyze it, already I started with the person and I'm behind. And I have to put in more effort to catch and overtake him. But I need to collapse along the way. And so the meeting we are having here is fruitful. Some of the ideas you give to us, we are going to do what? Some of the things you say, we take them and we review them so that we can move forward. And I think that should be the focus. But for me, what is important, as much as we talk, is to realize the fact that if you are in academia, you are in academia. If it's an alumni association, it is an alumni association. It is not different from the alumni association of another university. When we came, they said paying dues of 10 cedis. It's difficult for people to pay. They can't collect them.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yes, you see? Yeah, but
here in America,
No, but you go to another university, and McGill sends me, I'm sure my brother gets some. They will tell you that, oh, they are going to the Maple Field. Can you come? They are inviting me from Ghana to go to the Maple Field. The rest are going to do something. And they send it to you and I take it. But I'm not contributing anything. I always feel bad. I sometimes think I should send some $100 to make an impact. But the issue is that it is still an alumni association of a university. And we must operate as such. The same thing with our university. If we try to give a double standard to it, we have a problem. Then we cannot match up. But we must perceive. And I please want to plead with our young ones who are here who want to come back home. When you are coming, look at the institution you have attended. Look at how they operate. Like you have scientists. I'm speaking passionately from my heart. You have scientists in our place who believe that government should provide equipment for them, for their labs, and do work. Most of our top guns over here know that you write your grants. From your grants, you get your equipment, you set up your labs. When I was in graduate school, that is what I learned. So when I went back home, that is my thinking and the way I operate. I saw my professor stay in the lab, stay in the office, and close at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. And therefore, I couldn't leave my lab until my supervisor has left. If he stays up to 2 a.m., I'm stuck there, and my wife will be calling me. And I say, sweetheart, the man is here, walk over. And I'm addicted now because I can't sleep early. That is the reality. Now, when I take it back home, I can work more because it becomes part of me. That is the nature of academia that I know. Yes, so when you come there and you see a graduate student, he closes at 5 o'clock. And then vacation time, when school is on reset, he says he's on vacation. It's a whole ball game. But what we are talking about is very, very important. We shouldn't think that academia is academia. And we shouldn't think that we have one set and have another set. And so the young ones who are coming, don't come creating another empire. What you saw there, you are working with Sam. Sam, you are renting you have your own house or you are renting?
I have my own house.
Good. Sam has his own house. There's nothing like university giving you accommodation. So when you come, let that also run in your mind. These are things that are important. If we want to make progress, that is the only way we can move forward. The old systems have passed away. We are a new generation, and therefore our thinking and the way we act must be progressive, not looking back. Thank you.
I just want to correct something very quickly because my fellow biochemist here said something I need to be corrected. I'm a chairman of department. When I'm going out to recruit new faculty, I have to come up with minimum $500,000 to put equipment in the lab. Out of the $500,000, half of that will go into equipment. That need to be used to fill the lab within the first 2 to 3 months before they start writing grants. I took this guy here to my department. What did you see? In fact, he made several comments. He said, hey, one faculty member's lab is bigger than the whole Department of Biochemistry's lab in KNUST. Isn't that what he said? And equipment also. So it's not very true that you just go and write grant. No. In American institutions, they provide you what is called the startup package, right? And then they ask you within the next 2 to 3 months, get your own money to pay for it. And get more money to do your research and pay your own postdoc and technicians. But the truth of the matter is that, yes, the recruitment package includes that. And even the 500,000, we're not competitive. Because in Nashville, we have Vanderbilt right there. Vanderbilt wrote that 1 million right away. A number of times, I spend months recruiting, and in the end, I lose the candidate to other institutions because they have better startup packages. So that's the difference, actually, and we have to be very clear about that.
Okay, Professor Siaman.
Yeah, I think that we know our problems. I think we should begin to look at our solutions within the